Hey everybody, Corporate Rebel here with Words and Numbers, and we're going to be playing some Thanos Rising via Tabletop Simulator. I like Tabletop Simulator because I get to play a bunch of board games with my friends, classic board games like Monopoly, and there's no way that they can physically hurt me if I win. The objective of this game, obviously, is to beat Thanos. No one wants Thanos to win, except for terrible people and his villain squad. At the beginning of every game, you're going to want to draw 9 cards and place them on each side of this little nonagon right here. Place them face down. Doesn't really matter, it's just more for dramatic reveal. Alright, so once you've got all 9 of your cards placed down, you're going to want to get your friends to choose one of the teams that they want to be. I'm going to want to come over here and choose the red team, which means I would take Captain America as my team leader. Words has chosen the tech team, which is blue, and he has Black Panther. Each of the teams has their respective colored dice, which means that they get an advantage on that uh, specific die. So the red die is the power die. As you can see, there is a 2 power and a 1 power. The cosmic over here, the purple, gets an advantage with the planet. So there's a single planet and a double planet, 2 planets. Tech over here, same, was going to get, see if we can get a tech up there. Show. Well, you can kind of see them as I go by. There. So tech is going to have a 1 tech and a 2 tech. Same with Mystic. And if you're playing this pack off the workshop, you can use the Asgardian pack, which is just going to use the Mystic, the same Mystic green die. So they would also get an advantage on Mystic, and it seems they would get an advantage on Cosmic as well. So they get 2 red, 1 green, 1 black. So now that we've got all 9 of our cards flipped over, you can see some of them are heroes and some of them are villains. Now, like I said earlier, in order for Thanos to win, he needs to defeat 10 hero cards, including the ones around the board or your allies. So words over there, or me, or flip all 6 of the Infinity Stones over and activate the power. Those are the 2 conditions, one of the 2 conditions he needs to win. In order for us to win, we need to defeat 10 of his villains. For beginners, it's recommended that you use 7 villains. It just kind of makes it a little easier. You only have to defeat 7 of his villains. He still has to defeat 10 of your heroes. We're going to move these cards out of the way just because they're there. So at the beginning of each turn, what you're going to want to do, take your token. So I'm the red. I'm going to go ahead and go right here into this sector. The sectors you can see are clearly divided by these little arrows. There are 3 sectors, 1, 2, and 3. I'm going to go for this ship because I like the ships. They do healing, and it is nice to be able to counteract being punched in the face by Thanos. Now, once you place your token, you need to come over here to what I like to call the demon dice and roll those. See, there are 2 different die. We have one here that is an Infinity Stone die, and one here that is the Thanos die. So we're going to roll them both together and see what we get. Let's see. So we got Yellowstone, so we're going to have to use the Mind Stone. Activate that. Or put 1 marker on that. Don't activate it, sorry. And the Gauntlet. Now, the Gauntlet is not great. The Gauntlet means that any villain on the board, their power activates. So, let's see. General Outrider here. We think we have 2 of them. Yep, alright. So this one says, if Thanos is in this sector, add 1 damage to all green and blue heroes in this sector. Unfortunately, both of the other heroes in there are blue and green, which means each of them is going to get hit. Now, Thanos is in this sector, which means he is facing this sector. He does not rotate with the glove, but the other villains in the other sectors, their powers do trigger. So we're going to do General Outrider again, all purple and green heroes in this sector. Now, you'll see that there are no purple and green heroes in this sector specifically. There are some over here, and obviously there's green over here. They do not get affected. They are not in the sector. They do not get affected. Any of the other sides you get, so let's say we get, oh, not great. We're going to ahead roll that again, and he turns left. So you grab him, you rotate him to the left, and once he's in there, if there was a villain there, that sector's power would activate, and he would deal damage to anyone in that sector. So, since he turned, each of these gets a damage on it, and the roll would continue. But since that's not what happened, we're going to put these back continue with what I rolled. Oop, wrong way. It stays here. They get hurt. I am not in the sector. I am fine. I am not purple or green either. I would get hurt normally, but I am okay. And I'm going to go ahead and try to roll for the ship. So each card you can see here has a little symbol indicated in the middle right there, and that's the symbols you need to get to recruit that, or in the villain's case, deal damage to the villains. So I'm going to go ahead and try to get the Royal Talon Fighter. I need 1 power and 2 tech. Now the disadvantage I have is that none of my dice have a 2 tech face, so I'm going to have to hope that 2 of my dice land on tech. Select and roll these. Now I'm going to have to assign one of these die to a card, or pull one of the dice to the side and discard it completely for this turn. Normally, me and my friends play, we have a house rule where we get 1 free reroll. Right now I'm just going to go ahead and attribute this. Since we're trying to get the ship, we're going to put that right there on the ship, so that's my 1 POW. I only need 2 tech now. I'm going to go ahead and select these and re-roll them. Alright, this is not looking good. Still need 2 tech, and it's getting harder and harder to do, so I'm going to go ahead and take this and attribute it to, we'll put it right here on Hawkeye. So at least if I don't get the ship, I have a higher chance of being able to get Hawkeye. So I'm going to go and select these and re-roll them again. Still no tech. Alright, I still have to attribute, so we're going to put this over here. And there's no way that I'm going to be able to get the ship because there's no 2 tech face. So go ahead and roll this. And perfect, we got our power. So now we have 3 powers. 3 powers for Hawkeye. Go ahead and take all this. Put it right back over here. I'm going to take that around. I'm going to take my token out. Bring it back over here, and we're going to grab 1 more card and put it where Hawkeye was. Flip that over, and it is Black Widow. Wow. Alright, so since my turn is now done, it would pass over to words. So here are your dice words. Bam. And he's going to do the same thing I did. So he's going to go out, he's going to place his token in one of the 3 sectors to get whatever he wants. Alright, who are you going for, words?
I think Iron Spider.
Iron Spider. Alright, now it's going to be a little easier for him. It's going to benefit him a little more because he is the tech. Come over here and look at Black Panthers. If you have another tech hero, blue hero on your team, roll an extra blue or green die. So that's probably why he's going for the Iron Spider. It's going to give him the ability to branch out into green or a higher chance to get blues. So in order to get Spider, he's going to need 3 power and 1 tech. Before he does that, he's going to have to roll his demon die and see what he gets. Crazy. Alright, he got blue and left. So we're going to rotate Thanos to the left. That means, like I said earlier, every hero in this... Oh, we're disconnected for a bit. Every hero in this sector is going to get damaged. Alright, so each of them has been damaged, and now Words is going to go ahead and try to roll for the Iron Spider. Oh, we forgot. Going to take one of the Infinity Counters. Oh, not the whole bag of Infinity Counters. That would not be fun. And place it on his Space Stone since he did roll blue. Alright, go ahead and try to get the Iron Spider, Words. Alright, so let's see. In order to get Iron Spider, he's going to need 3 power and 1 tech. What you got? You got 1 tech. Alright, he's going to place that on there. That contributes to that. Now he just needs 3 power. Now, since he does have 2 red die, he does have a chance to get 3 red power. One of them can land on 2, one of them can land on 1, just like that. The blue die also has 1 power on it. Each of the other die has one of the opposite color die's token on it. All right, 2 more. You got this. And look at that. 2 power. Perfect. Now he has the Iron Spider. You got him. There you go. I'm going to go ahead and take another one out. And it is Loki. Look at that. Alright, so now it is my turn again. I'm going to come over here, grab my token, and I want to go for that ship again. I want that heal. I'm going to place myself right here. I'm going to take these demon die. We're going to come back over here and roll those. And, oh no, we got the gauntlet again, which means, once again, every villain's power activates Also, the red stone gets a counter on it. So we're going to do damage to green and blue heroes in this sector, which means Loki is going to get ever closer to his eventual death scene by Thanos. And, ooh, let's see, he's going to trigger with purple and green. No one in there, so they are safe. Alright, I'm going to come back. And now I do have Hawkeye on my team, which means Captain America's ability kicks in, and I can grab a blue die. What you doing over here?
Don't worry about it.
Okay. Alright, grab a blue die, which now gives me a higher advantage to get the ship, because now I can get a 2 on one roll. So we're gonna go ahead and roll these. Alright, I got it. I got one power here, got a blue tech, and I got a red tech, which means I get the ship. Now, if I would like, I can end my turn there, or I could come over here and see what else. Let's see, Black Widow needs 4 power, and if I want to do damage to General Outrider, I need 1 Cosmic and 1 Mystic, which I could very well get. I could get both of those. So we're going to try and roll and see if we can get any one of those. So let's see. I got 1 Mystic. I really do want to do damage. So here, I'll put that Mystic on him. And let's roll this. Ah, got a power, which means nothing happens. But if I were to get a Cosmic, let's see if I can make this say Cosmic. Hey, look, perfect, next roll, Cosmic. If I were to get a Cosmic, I would be able to do damage to General Outrider, which is just come over here, take one of these, and place it right there on his health bar. Every card, as you can see, has a little square health bar next to it. Some of them have decent health at like 4. The Hulk is in here, and he's got like 7. It just depends. Hero cards usually have more, so Cap has 6. Let's see. How much does Black Panther have? He's also got 6. But the villains only have about 2, maybe 3, and are easier to defeat. So since I did do damage, every time you do damage, not kill, you come over here and grab a bonus token. Bonus tokens can be things from healing to basically giving you a free roll. I'm going to flip it, and I got a power. So if I wanted to, I could use this power for any roll. So say I needed 2 power. If I rolled this and only got the 1, I could use this, and boom, now I have 2. And I will save that, and they can be used at any time. They can be used on your friend's turn. If they need help, you can use it for your friend. There are other tokens in here. So we got a Mystic, got another Mystic, and we have, oh, here we go. Remove 2 damage from a hero. And this applies to any hero, just like the ship. I can remove 2 damage from Vision here if he needs it, or if Words is close to death or just needs healing, I can go over there and use that on him. So let's say Words and I aren't doing so well, and the Space Stone over here activates. We're going to take this one off, stick it right in its perfect little slot, and trigger the, well, not trigger, sorry, just activate the ability to trigger it. So add 1 damage to each of the active player's heroes with the least damage. So if it's my turn, I am the active player, and let's say, oh, let's grab a damage over here. Let's say Hawkeye got punched pretty bad. But since it says least, if that activates, if this one, they only activate when you roll the color dice. So you'd have to roll the blue Infinity Stone on the die. It activates, says 1 damage to the least damaged character. We're going to come over here and obviously add 1 damage to Cap, because, you know, Cap's looking pretty good. 1 damage ain't going to do too much to him. So say you come over here, you roll the Thanos die specifically, and it lands on this little stone right here. That means that you need to re-roll this one. So let's see, we're going to re-roll it, and it landed on blue. So in this case, the blue is already full and powered up. That means the blue would activate and the effect would happen, and since it would be my turn, Cap would come and get damage to him, or since they're both even, they would both get, they would both get damage, because it says heroes, not just one hero. Alright, so let's go over these stones' individual powers themselves. We're going to grab these off just to make it look a little nicer. We're going to put them in their little spots. This one's not in its little spot. Get in your little spots. And get off, because it's going to be hard to read. All right, we'll flip all these over and just kind of go over their powers. Not the Mind Stone. The Time Stone. Add 1 counter to each other Infinity Stone with the least counters. So if this one has 3 and this one has 2, you would add 1 stone to this one. Pretty self-explanatory. The Power Stone down here. Add 1 damage to each of the active player's heroes with the most damage. So in my case, since they are still even, they would both take damage. But if Hawkeye was the one not doing so good, unfortunately, Hawkeye would get hit yet again, and we would see an alternate universe where Hawkeye threw himself off the cliff instead of Widow. Ooh, or just stack himself on top of the cliff perfectly. Okay, Mind Stone trigger the abilities of all villains not in the sector with Thanos. So the Mind Stone acts the same as the gauntlet on the die. Let's see if we can grab the gauntlet real quick. I'm just flipping it back and forth from the same one. Alright, so we roll the gauntlet that has the same effect as the Mind Stone. You trigger every other villain. The Reality Stone here, damage cannot be removed from heroes this turn. Bonus tokens may not be used. That says this turn, because again, the powers on the cards only activate when you roll. So at the beginning of each turn, when you roll these 2, that determines which one of these would activate. In this case, all 6 of them are flipped. We would lose the game. There would be no activating them. We're all dust. Come over here to the Soul Stone, remove 1 damage from all villains, which that's going to make it a little harder for us to wipe them out. And that is Thanos Rising. It's a very simple game to understand. It's very fun. It is 100% cooperative. There is no trying to beat your friends to deal the most damage. If you want, add your own house rules. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. If you like watching these board game reviews slash playthroughs, or you want to see me do more with some more people, or if you have a specific game you'd like to see me kind of go over, be sure to let me know. Don't forget to check out the crackedgaming.com website. It's got some great articles on game deals and game news and a whole bunch of great videos and walkthroughs and a bunch of great talented creators over there. Check out the Cracked Gaming YouTube channel, which is where you are seeing this video right now. I'll see you guys later. So, crap. I'm relatively new. I just
Keep that one in.
I don't want to.